This is a special edition of WeatherScope, comprehensive severe weather coverage from the Weather Channel.
Thanks for joining us this afternoon. I'm Jill Brown here in the Weather Channel Forecast Center. We have been tracking Tropical Storm Josephine, which is no longer a tropical storm, now is a coastal storm turning into a nor'easter. Let's show you exactly where it is located at this point, and we've been checking the latest conditions and finding that it's that area of low pressure somewhere around Norfolk, Virginia. You can see all that rain being pulled in from the Atlantic. We'll have strong winds with all of these isobars right through here, tightly packed. You can assume strong winds from that. The rain we can see on the radar, and it's those areas to the north of the storm which are going to see the worst of conditions, and it's now just beginning to cover southern New England. New York City reporting heavy rain in the past hour. We've also had reports of wind gusts off the Outer Banks at Diamond Shoals to 90 miles per hour now. So this will no doubt still cause some damage in spite of the fact that it's no longer a tropical system. We have had a crew standing by today. Rich Johnson has been on Long Island, or Long Beach actually, on Long Island. It does not appear that we have him at this time. As the weather deteriorates, of course, we're going to have some problems here and again, and as we get Rich back, hopefully we'll be able to talk to him in the next half hour. Let me show you what's been going on. Strong winds with this, as I mentioned, gusts up to 90 miles per hour will be felt occasionally, but you're more likely to have gale force winds, and gale warnings are in effect from Eastport, Maine all the way down to Savannah. That means winds of 39 to 54 miles per hour. Off the coast and right along the coast, that's where the strongest winds will be. Chincoteague, Virginia, reporting winds gusting to 58 miles per hour in the past half hour. We also have coastal flood warnings from Sandy Hook down through Virginia Beach, and those are likely to be extended farther to the north as our storm races off here to the northeast at 45 to even 50 miles per hour with all that wind pushing the water toward the coast. There's likely to be some flooding right along the coast, and that is where Rich is standing by, and I think we do have Rich Johnson now. Long Beach, Long Island. Rich, a rainy day and a cold day out there. What's the latest?
Jill, it is a very cold day today. Temperatures are in the 50s, and we have a wind that is definitely picking up. I would say that the winds have been gusting around 25 within, I would say, the past half an hour. The winds, again, are out of the northwest. Earlier today, they were out of the east and very light. Conditions just continue to deteriorate into early this afternoon. In fact, we had a chance to talk to the emergency management of Nassau County, and right now what they're recommending is that there could be some flooding, but just sit tight for the present time. Some of the roadways that usually we have problems with are the Cross Island and also the Belt Parkways, so with the normal type of rain that we're going to see with this storm, maybe 2 to 5 inches, we could see some flooding there.
All right, Rich, well, it definitely looks like a wet day out there. Wind chills, by the way, in the 40s. I know you're ready to take cover, so we'll check back with you again in a half hour. Rich, out on Long Beach in New York, where, again, the heavier rain is just coming in at this hour. We're hearing rumors that there will not be baseball in New York City, as you might have expected. However, the storm's moving so fast that that rain may be just coming to an end at about that time, so we'll keep an eye on it. Let's go ahead and show you the satellite picture now, and we'll show you our storm. Notice on this is the colorized infrared. All of these bright oranges and reds really indicate where the heaviest rain is and where the thunderstorms are, and most of those obviously are well off the coast. So earlier we did have tornado watches in effect for the Outer Banks. Those have been canceled, and also down here in Florida, and we do not have any severe thunderstorm or tornado watches in effect. As a matter of fact, you can see here's our line of thunderstorms, sort of two lines, that's moving to the east at 10 miles per hour, and they have cleared the coast. Still a wet day, Boca Raton to Fort Lauderdale, and the rain ending in Miami, so some big improvements. And around the Outer Banks, obviously, thunderstorms are gone here as well. The last of the rain coming in around Richmond, northern Virginia, around Interstate 71, still some rain. But we really go a little bit farther to the north to find that heaviest rain. Look at this, where you see the darker green and the orange. Very heavy rain here. Heavy downpours reported in New York City at this time. Winds, again, beginning to gust. The strongest really down here around Virginia, and the winds should be picking up down around Dover, maybe Philadelphia, within the next hour or so. And Rich is right about there, and we'll be checking back with him Does not look like a pretty sight according to the radar. Some heavier rain, some stronger winds. This storm system is coming by at a time of low astronomical tide, so we do not expect to see any severe flooding right along the coast, but some higher than normal tide, so we'll keep an eye out for that. Best news is this is a fast-moving storm, so while we may see 3 to 5 inches of rain and wind gusts to 50, 60, 70 miles per hour, we think that for the most part this storm is going to be out of here by late tonight and definitely by tomorrow. More details on that with the studio.
All right, thank you very much, Jill. The faster it can get out, the better. In fact, in Philadelphia, in the northeastern sections, 2.5 inches of rain has fallen. Dulles International Airport in the Washington, D.C. area, of course, 2.25 inches. Let's check out the west. It's better in terms of rainfall. None is coming down, but it's been warm. Too warm in some cases, unusually so, in the 80s and 90s. But the good news is, if you want some cooler air, there's a gradual cooling trend ahead for the west over the next few days. In the meantime, we are dealing with the remnants of Josephine rapidly moving toward the northeast, but in its wake, heavy rainfall, gusty winds, coastal flooding. Another system producing rain from Michigan all the way down into the southern part of Illinois around Carbondale. Temperature-wise across the nation, it is